Who's most likely to commit the crime and get away scot-free?
What the?
Unanimous vote goes to Radhika.
Just because of this last answer.
That's so funny.
Hi guys, I am Sanchita from Instant Bollywood.
Hi, Sanchita.
I had the opportunity to watch the film and I really loved it. Like,
Thank
it
you.
was deliciously dark and funny.
Superb.
And even the title, like, it's like really very clever. मतलब हेलन जी का वो आइकॉनिक सॉन्ग था, तो मुझे स्टार्ट एकदम फन नोट पे करना था कि व्हाट्स योर फेवरेट सॉन्ग ऑफ हेलन?
Helen ji,
हाँ, हेलन जी का
morning, my darling.
प्रमोशन फुल.
That's true actually.
पिया तो
नहीं नहीं genuinely मतलब हेलन जी का एक गाना कौन बोल सकता है वैसे, but I would have to
बहुत
say
सारे.
that it's Monica My Darling is very recent also in my memory, but it's a really she was amazing.
Even ये मेरा दिल Dawn वो भी हेलन जी का था
ये
ना.
वो भी था ना.
That's
ये मेरा दिल प्यार का दिल.
What about you, Radhika?
Gosh, at the moment I can only think of this. Very honestly, as he said, it is just fresh in my memory.
What about you, Akant?
As they will tell you, I'm very bad with old movies and songs. I'm pretty sure I've forgotten most, so I'll stick with the answer.
Okay.
That's extremely honest.
That's honest. That's so
And that's
honest.
really
Appreciate
superb.
Yeah.
And I'm in the same boat as her, so that's correct.
So this movie is like adapted from a Japanese work, right? So I wanted to ask you ki how true did you like stay to the source material or did you like just completely
We have
take
to
it
ask
for
the
your
writers. We have
Yeah, I have
no
no
idea. None of
idea.
us have read the
We've
original
not
novel.
watched it, or yeah.
We read the script.
Yeah.
own? So like whenever ऐसे adaptations होते in general whenever adaptations ऐसे होते हैं तो what do you prefer? What is your approach कि do you like take a look at the source material and then do your own
In
thing
this
or
case, I think we didn't read the Japanese novel because the script itself was so beautifully written. We didn't really need and any felt like reading the original material.
I feel it can also confuse you from what the director wants, for example, if there's something else and what we are meant to do is something else. So I feel if told otherwise, you should.
but in general if like whenever there's a remake or an adaptation do you like prefer to read the source material or
I
just
read.
not
It depends on the project.
start off from
I've done
please?
two adaptations before this, Kaipoche, which was 3 Mistakes of My Life, and The White Tiger. In both those cases, I read the original material because I think you get something out of it because it's much more in detail, the books. So you get something for the character from the original material.
Like I have watched the movie and the action sequences were like really crazy, especially Huma versus Raj. So I wanted to ask you, ki, without giving any spoilers, what's like that standout scene for you while shooting?
I think the one that you mentioned, I really enjoyed that scene between Huma and Raj.
What about you?
I love the one where the song is where the whole paper is flying and Radhika's down and Raj is in the building.
That song is so nice.
Yeah, I think the BGM makes that
that's
scene.
Yeah.
That also for me, I like the fight sequence and I like that whole sequence of the paper and Radhika and that dance. That
Lucky
moment,
day.
huh?
Lucky day.
Lucky day.
Lucky day.
So ये movie में पूरा मतलब affair, murder, betrayal सब कुछ है. It's like full jam packed. तो ये सवाल it might sound a little bit unhinged, but this is like on the behalf of true crime lovers. So I want to ask you, what's the most ingenious way one could like get away committing murder? Like, have you ever thought about it?
Yeah, I
wrote out
actually,
like a very
I
convoluted.
did watch something and I was like, that's genius.
What was
Which
it?
one?
No, I'm not going to say sorry. If I say it, then something happens, that's not fair. Anyway, what I mean is, if you can kill don't kill somebody.
No, Radhika,
This
say
is
what
just
you
a purely
say what you
hypothetical
feel,
scenario.
Radhika.
We're
No,
just
if you don't need, remember that question was asked, if you don't need to dispose or of the body or what was the other thing? Transport the body anywhere, basically.
And you said, "Okay, I won't."
I will kill in a way that you don't have to do either. So this was one of those
So what was
Acid-
that way?
acid
That's what I'm
medallion.
asking. Like, what is that one way where
carbon monoxide poisoning.
Radhika, that came very quick. I'm a bit worried.
I know.
I think all these
Your answer came very
all
quick.
these assassinations and all that happen, no? Where they like
In a cold country especially, but anyway.
in a cold country, carbon monoxide poisoning.
It's easier, no? You have fireplace and
अरे लेके जाओ
heaters
full
and-
country.
Oh my God, ये तो
बहुत मेहनत
काफी
है.
सोच
मतलब
लगा है.
Going on a holiday with
Radhika ने
I
काफी
saw-
सोच लगा है.
Yeah, I saw it somewhere.
Country में
ठंड
वगैरह.
में
I
लेके
saw
जाओ.
it somewhere.
या तो फ्रीजर में लेके जाओ.
गर्मी के यहाँ गर्मी से हो सकता है ना.
Heat stroke.
Don't kill anyone, yeah. That's the bottom line.
This is like a purely hypothetical. हम लोग just Reddit को थोड़ा सा meme material दे रहे हैं. इसलिए I just wanted to ask कि मतलब एक सबसे मुझे एक
कभी सोचा नहीं ऐसा मैंने कभी किलर की तरह ऐसा.
अबे मर्डर मिस्ट्री
अगर
करने
मुझे
का थोड़ा
कभी किसी को
माहौल
मारना
है.
होगा तो मैं क्या करूंगा?
मैं किसी को मारना ऐसा नहीं सोचा मैंने.
झूठ मत बोल राधिका, झूठ
अरे
मत बोल.
नहीं मैंने देखा
अरे फुल प्लानिंग है. कोल कंटेंट लेके कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड गैस से
नहीं यार
काम कर
सुनो ये अच्छा है ये अच्छा मतलब ये स्मार्ट है anyway.
Radhika is a good person to get in touch with now.
और बड़ी लेती हो? बड़ी लेती हो?
ट्रेलर में अभी देखने के बाद ऑडियंस ने एक परसेप्शन बना लिया होगा कि क्या हो रहा है, बट लाइक असलियत में कुछ और ही हो रहा है. आई जस्ट लाइक आस्क यू अ बंच ऑफ क्वेश्चंस एंड यू हैव टू पॉइंट अमंग्स योरसेल्व्स ओनली. ओके,
कौन हो सकता है या हो सकती है?
yeah. So, who is most likely to commit the crime and get away scot-free? What the? Unanimous vote goes to Radhika.
Just because of this last answer.
That's so funny. She's not even picked up her hand right now. You do realize that? No?
That is so funny. So funny.
Who's the most likely to get caught in the act?
Actually
Some divided
Oh,
opinion.
what a फरू यार. Size भी बहुत बड़ा है मेरा भाई.
I think
Who's the most likely to confess committing the crime?
Raj.
Very,
guys we
who's the most likely to be the mastermind, like pulling all the strings behind the scenes?
वो मास्टरमाइंड मैं हूँ.
ये बड़े ये सब जो लोग ना ऐसे बड़े
that's
जो बोलते हैं कानून के हाथ लंबे होते हैं वगैरह वगैरह.
Yes.
you're correct.
है ना?
यही है.
यही है. आप क्यों नहीं समझ रहे हो?
Correct correct.
Everyone will think it's Radhika is actually Raj.
वो है मर जाता है.
Right right.
Correct.
यही है.
One of the characters has a snake phobia, right? So I wanted to ask you, ki, do you guys have any phobias? Or
No, I'm slightly claustrophobic. Like if I was put in a coffin alive.
What is wrong?
That's not
with you and
slightly.
your dark thoughts?
Just stop it.
That's not slightly claustrophobic.
कॉफिन में अलाइव अंदर चले बिगाड़ दिया है.
Not lift, not cupboard, not room.
Coffin.
I see all this. I watch all these crime thrillers. Now that somebody's like put in a coffin alive, I just find it absolutely unbearable to watch.
I think there's nobody who will be like, हाँ ये चलो ये ठीक है. Coffin में हम लोग नीचे हैं. I can manage.
Not really. I think yeah, a little bit again like claustrophobic. Yeah. Just a coffin type.
कमरों से.
That's not slightly.
That's not slightly. I have a slight claustrophobic thing. I'm in a coffin. ये क्या सीन है?
Only if I'm in a
तो
coffin.
मेरा भी claustrophobia है. ये कुछ प्लानिंग नहीं है भाई.
three nice answers. Akansha,
I'm fine with being in a coffin. It's okay. I have no phobias.
oh, you are fearless.
I'm fearless.
Chamatkar. Remember Chamatkar?
अच्छा राजकुमार, मेरा नेक्स्ट सवाल आपसे है. So in the film, your character is someone who is like from the outside, like he's an outsider and he has like risen to the top, and like he has to do something morally great to stay like at the top of his game, right?
So you know what the reason behind his success is, right?
मेरा नेक्स्ट ये वही है. तो रियल लाइफ में कभी ऐसा हुआ है कि like you have been at like crossroads in your life where maybe you had to compromise on your morals or something, and did you go through with it or did you not?
No, it will
To
be very
stay
tough
in
for
the-
me. I think I'll be very disturbed if I do something like that. So it hasn't happened yet.
राधिका, नेक्स्ट सवाल मेरा आपसे है. तो you have like proved your acting metal पूरा. तो अभी like in the role, what is it that like what challenges are you seeking? What is
ऐसा
it
कुछ
that
प्रूव किया नहीं है पर मतलब ये जो था for example this role was very challenging for me. I've never done comedy on screen and like this was also very different even in that like you know very quirky crazy cop in a way. So it was very challenging for me and I'm always looking for parts which are completely different and
मर्डर मिस्ट्री है तो हम लोग थोड़ा ट्रूथ एंड लाई वाला ये सेगमेंट कर सकते हैं. 2 truths 1 lie, ठीक है? So 1 by 1 we'll start from you. So everybody has to tell like 3 statements, out of which 2 will be truths, 1 will be lie,
Yeah.
and the other
We'll have to
guess which one.
When I went to China, all the locals over there thought I'm a Chinese princess and started worshipping me.
Worshipping me.
Worshipping me, like literally worshipping me and asking for my photos and stuff like that. 2, my eye color is actually like hazel yellow, so I wear lenses all the time because otherwise I'll crack for screen. And 3 is my pet name is Kanchi, and everyone in my house also calls my doggy Kanchi. So me and my doggy have the same name.
Okay, so
the lie is
everything
the
which
Chinese one.
I think. बोल.
The lie is your eye color.
The lie is the eye color.
I
What
think the
was that?
Chinese one seems quite.
Chinese one is true. क्योंकि जब इसने बोला क्या प्रिंसेस, इसने जो फोटो वोटो के दिखाले हैं मेरे हिसाब से मुझे लगता है कि वो सच है.
Yeah, the eye color is the lie.
Oh my god, like that's interesting.
When I went for I must be like 7, 8 years old. The minute we landed, people were like running to my mom, photo, and they
Why?
tried to catch
You
me.
look like-
Because I look like
Yeah.
they thought I'm a princess, like some Chinese princess. So now I'm like, why didn't we charge them, mom? What is wrong? So they would take me in their lap. Like I used to be like families of Chinese people just taking my pictures. It was so bizarre.
How old were you when this happened?
7, 8 years.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, that was really interesting. Radhika, you have some tough calls.
Okay, I've got.
So I was good. No thanks.
When I was small, I wanted to marry a dog. When I studied dance, I passed at everything, but I failed in Pilates. And recently, I ran a marathon, and my timing was 3 hours 56 minutes.
वो मिडिल वाला इसका
Middle wala is a lie.
कौन सा?
वो पिलाटेस वाला.
नहीं, I think इसका dog वाला झूठ है.
No, it's the way she said it.
मिडिल वाला मैंने
No,
देखा
middle
नहीं
wala, the way she said Pilates, it seemed like.
नहीं नहीं हाँ वो मिडिल वाला मेरे हिसाब पिलाटेस वाला लाए मेरे हिसाब से.
डांस और पिलाटेस का क्या कनेक्शन है?
वो मसल यूज करते हैं बाकी कुछ नहीं मतलब.
No,
You were learning
no, Pilates
dance,
was
So there was Pilates in the.
सही सही
So
सही
marry
सही
a dog
पकड़ा
is a
तुमने.
lie.
सही पकड़ा.
Marry your dog is a lie.
कोई
Which
connection
one?
नहीं
Okay,
है,
you have to
ऐसे ही
reveal
बोलना
now.
है. पहले
Can I reveal?
classes चल रहे थे.
Marathon is a lie.
You know, we had this conversation during that
I know.
the marathon.
And still you don't-
No, but I thought that अभी मुझे थोड़ी ना दोबारा
I still you got. I did want to marry a dog, and I did fail in
I believe-
Pilates.
I
The way you
think
said the Pilates, and I feel it Pilates.
No, I
was like,
feel
this
it
is true.
Pilates, yeah. I mean, who
you
fails
were
in
in disbelief,
Pilates?
so I'm like, this is the truth.
No, I did fail in Pilates because I had Pilates was on attendance. तो वो Friday morning था तो नहीं जाती.
My forefathers, they belong to Andhra Pradesh. I wanted to be a scientist because I wanted to go to space.
Master.
I started earning money when I was in class 8th.
Oh my god.
Andhra's a lie.
इसका तेलंगाना वाला.
Andhra's a lie.
हाँ आंध्रा से लाए.
Yes?
ये ना बेड़ो.
You know why I know na? My father loves saying, call Raj home, हम दोनों हरियाणा में हैं. He keeps saying it, so I know he's from Haryana for sure.
My shoe size used to be 13, then it became 11 and a half. Fell and cut my head, and when my mother saw it, she slapped me, so I needed 3 more stitches. I'm allergic to shellfish.
The shoe?
Shoe size seems like a little.
No, but it's too bizarre.
13 से
Yeah, right.
12 हो जाता है.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the mom thing.
13 से 12 हो सकता है मुझे लगता है.
Yeah, even I.
किरण मैम लगा
I
सकती
think mom वाला because
I
stitch
believe
थोड़ी
that.
increase हो सकते
है
थे.
ना यहाँ पे निशान है ना. ये लगा था.
और माँ ने यहाँ थप्पड़ मारा तो यहाँ का कैसे जाती है स्टिच
और खुल गया.
ये कौन सा है बताओ कौन सा?
स्टिच वाला.
Stitch.
माँ का दिल स्ट्रेच चल.
I'm allergic to shellfish.
That's the lie.
Nice one.
You messed with us.
साइज कम कैसे हो गया?
पैर का साइज कम हुआ, माँ ने झापड़ मारा और
साइज कम कैसे दिखता है किसी
Size कैसे कम हो गया
क्योंकि मैं
भाई?
140 किलो का होता था,
अच्छा ओके बिकॉज ऑफ
फिर 60 किलो कम हो गए,
तो फैट चला गया.
तो वो फैट चला गया,
Oh.
तो जूते कम हो गए मेरे.
यहाँ पे भी आता है.
वो मोटे सब कुछ हाथ उंगली हो जाती है, तो वो
हाँ,
fit नहीं होता था, तो जब पतले हो गए
Absolutely.
और
Correct.
फिर यहाँ पे जब मेरा पूरा माथा कट गया, पूरा खुल गया था.
थे माँ का हाथ पूरा
She
लग.
saw my face and slapped me because I was cut. I'm like, who hit somebody? जब वैसे भी
Personally, do you like open endings or are you more of a like no I need a closure?
I love open endings.
No, it depends on the film, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
मतलब ऐसे
I remember the.
वही personally मुझे depend on the film.
I remember my first open ending I saw was Raju Chacha, and it messed with me. Like I hate open endings. I get khujli. I need to know.
I don't.
Not seen it?
I'm not into open endings. I like
Best.
बता दो पूरा.
Closure.
Best.
I like closure.
There is no such thing as closure, my friend.
So basically, I'll agree with Radhika on what she said. It really depends on the film.
आज के लिए so that with that on that ending note we conclude our interview over here.
Thank you.
I love the film and I'm pretty sure like the audience is just gonna
Love it as
Crazy.
well.
Thank
Thank you so much. Hi, everybody from Instant Bollywood. I hope you enjoyed our segment right now. And please go watch our film, Monica, Oh My Darling, only on Netflix.
Streaming
Releasing
from
on the 11th of November.